Hey folks, welcome to another episode of Carabee's Makeup Tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about blush. Blush can be a lot of fun or your worst enemy. It all depends on how well you're using the product. Today I'm going to show you all of the wrong ways that you've probably seen many times, and then the right ways, and how to make it look natural. Also going to show you some more dramatic looks. So stay tuned, I'll be right back. For our purposes today, we're not going to choose color. We'll talk about that in another video. Today, we're just talking application. How to put it on correctly and how to not put it on correctly. Because I think it's important to see the wrong ways as well so you understand why it's not looking so right. So keep that in mind. We're not choosing color today. We're just going to go with the color that works best for me. We'll talk about color in another episode. So the next step is to load up your brush, okay? You want to swirl it in the color. Get the side like this, and get the top and the other side, okay? So you want to load it up. Then you tap off the excess. You don't want a ton of color going on your face. It's just going to look really crazy. And again, I'll show you how this looks the wrong way after we do the right way, okay? Still pretty full of color, all right? You're going to take it from just under your eyeball and you're going to just sweep it out, just like that, okay? Again, just under the eyeball and brush it out up to your temple and then into your hairline, okay? You can already see the color going onto my skin, okay? Now that we've placed it, we want to actually shape it. Okay, so we're just going to take this fan brush, move it around a little bit, just kind of give it a little more shape. Then we take our buffer brush and we just buff it into our skin. That is going to make it look more natural and like we actually have real flush coming to our cheeks. And that is blush the right way. Ultimately, there are two wrong ways to do blush. There are two different looks. I have a name for each of them. The one I call the 80s, and the other one I call pinched doll cheeks. Neither of which are a good look for anybody, and they were never a good look for anyone, really, but, you know, not everybody understands that. So first, let me just show you the 80s. This is a terrible look that someone developed in the 80s. I don't know why, I don't know what they were thinking, but somebody did it, and I'm just saying it was terrible, and I don't know why people still do it, but I do still see people do this. This is what you do. You turn your head, you suck in your cheeks, and you put the blush right where you suck in your cheeks. I don't get it, but here we go. Yeah, that was the look. That's actually how people wore their blush in the 80s. Don't do that. I beg of you. Please don't do that. Next, let me show you the pinched doll cheeks look. This, again, doesn't look good on anybody, so I'm not sure why anyone would even do this makeup, but this is if you're trying to just get some crazy funky makeup for a photo shoot, not for going out. Again, please don't do this at home. This is where you take the blush and you put it right on the apple of your cheek and only on the apple of your cheek. Terrible idea. I'll show you why. That's why. That's not a good look. It just doesn't look good. It just doesn't. No, don't do it. And now that you've learned the right way and wrong way to do blush, stay far away from the wrong way. And stick with the right way, and you'll never go wrong. And that's really all there is to it. All I did was I took the extra stuff that was on my brush, and I just brushed it across the top of my forehead, down my nose, and quick on my chin. That gives the illusion that you have a flush, and you got a little bit of sun. That's all. That's the whole point of blush. Stay tuned for my next video, where we'll be talking about lipstick. See you then.